here at a coffee shop called Housewife. It's amazing, and it is 23 degrees outside, and I just don't understand why it's so cold, but it's worth it because this place is amazing. So enjoy.
Got a decaf quad shot for Benjamin.
Hey guys, just wanted to read you a story that I actually read in high school, and I've never forgotten it. It's really blessed me, and I feel like it was fitting with what I felt like the Lord wanted to share. I have a guest, Owen. He wants to be on camera. So it's called The Window by G.W. Target. It's only like 2.5 pages, so you'll be fine. Two men, both seriously ill, occupied the same small hospital room. One man was allowed to sit in his bed for an hour each afternoon to help drain the fluid from his lungs. His bed was next to the room's only window. The other man had to spend all his time flat on his back. The men talked for hours on end. They spoke of their wives and families, their homes, their jobs, their involvement in the military service where they had been on vacation. And every afternoon, when the man in the bed by the window could sit up, he would pass the time by describing to his roommate all the things he could see outside the window. The man in the other bed began to live for those 1-hour periods where his world would be broadened and enlivened by all the activity and color of the outside world. The window overlooked a park with a lovely lake, the man said. Ducks and swans played on the water while children sailed their model boats. Lovers walked arm in arm amid flowers of every color of the rainbow. Grand old trees graced the landscape, and a fine view of the city could be seen in the distance. As the man by the window described all this in exquisite detail, the man on the other side of the room would close his eyes and imagine the picturesque scene. One warm afternoon, the man by the window described a parade passing by. Although the other man could not hear the band, he could see it in his mind's eye as the gentleman by the window portrayed it with descriptive words. Unexpectedly, an alien thought entered his head. Why should he have all the pleasure of seeing everything, while I never get to see anything? It didn't seem fair. As the thought fermented, the man felt ashamed at first, but as the days passed and he missed seeing more sights, his envy eroded into resentment and soon turned him sour. He began to brood, and he found himself unable to sleep. He should be the one by that window. That thought now controlled his life. Late one night, as he lay staring at the ceiling, the man by the window began to cough. He was choking on the fluid in his lungs. The other man watched in the dimly lit room as the struggling man by the window groped for the button to call for help. Listening from across the room, he never moved, never pushed his own button, which would have brought the nurse running. In less than 5 minutes, the coughing and the choking stopped, along with the sound of breathing. Now there was only silence, deadly silence. The following morning, the day nurse arrived to bring water for their baths. When she found the lifeless body of the man by the window, she was saddened and called the hospital attendants to take it away. No words, no fuss. As soon as it seemed appropriate, the other man asked if he could be moved next to the window. The nurse was happy to make the switch, and after she was sure he was comfortable, she left him alone. Slowly, painfully, he propped himself up on one elbow to take his first look. Finally, he would have the joy of seeing it all himself. He strained to look out the window beside the bed. It faced a blank wall. That's the story. That story has, I've never forgotten it over all these years. I graduated high school in 2012, and here we are 10 years later, probably more, because it was probably, maybe sophomore year when I read that. But I think what's huge about that story is it's really all about your perspective. It's all about the condition of your heart. It's not about what you face. Two people could be in the exact same situation, but if one has a heart full of gratitude, full of thankfulness, full of just joy in the little things, then their experience is going to be completely different than the person who has a lot of expectations or entitlement or whatever. And I've been challenged by that, when the Lord asks you to do things that maybe you're like, wait, I don't want to do that. It's really, I think we have a lot more control of our joy and the peace that we have in situations than we think, that it's really more about what's happening inside of our hearts and our perspective than anything. So be encouraged. Your perspective matters a lot. It's warmed up to 45 degrees. Praise the Lamb, because wow, man, I'm about to go to work. Very excited. It's a lot of fun. And I'm just really thankful. There is nothing like gratitude when you are feeling whatever. I'm not feeling whatever, but when you're in a funk, gratitude will take you out of it in 10 seconds, even if it's really basic. I'm thankful for my car, I'm thankful for my job, I'm thankful for my family, things that seem really things you could just get familiar with. Just start thanking God for them and watch it shift your heart to see that everything is a gift. Same t-shirt, same earrings, but the hair is up because it's the end of the day. I was just thinking about gratitude and how it's impacted my life. I think of the Psalms that talk about we enter into the Lord's presence with thanksgiving. And I think, but why? And I think it's because he likes it, that he is really happy when we're thankful. And with my friends, if there's something that they don't like, I try to not do that around them because I enjoy being around them. I have a friend who only eats chicken, so we don't pick restaurants that don't have chicken because I want to hang out with her. It's more important to me than my preference. And I think it's the same with the Lord, that if he values Thanksgiving, then I want to be thankful because I want him to be close. And it's really changed the way I see complaining and gratitude. And if gratitude attracts God, then I want to be the most grateful person on the planet because I want to be close to him. And if complaining repels him, then I don't ever want to grumble about anything. So these are just some late night thoughts with Andrea. And by late night, I mean about 8 p.m. because I like going to bed early. But anyway, stay grateful. It will change your life. It's really important